Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities and Miniatures. Today I wanted to take a quick look at a couple of models that I had a chance to print out from Dragon Trapper's Lodge before my printer decided to go kaput. I don't even remember the official names of these guys, but I just wanted to show them off. They're just fun, wild sculpts. So we have like this ancient mystic dude who, along with most of the models that Dragon Trapper's Lodge has released, often have a lot of various parts, multi-part options if you're interested in doing that, so there is a bit more variation. And one of the neat things about this guy, besides the fact that he already has 4 arms, is he had an option to have even more. Now, technically, there's supposed to be 12. There were 5 on here. Actually, 14, I guess. But for whatever reason, I had a ton of failures trying to get these guys to print. I tried with the pre-supported, those didn't work. I tried supporting my own, they didn't work. This is like the 3rd time, and they are supposed to be separate pieces as far as I can tell, but there was a 5th arm on both of these, and they sadly fell off. So he's supposed to float on his base. And my first thought when I saw this model is I have to paint him up like Netero from Hunter x Hunter. My daughter's a big Hunter x Hunter fan, so that's where I'm headed with that. And then this guy, how could I not want to paint up a giant orangutan kung fu mystic with his big ol', martial arts mace? I just saw this, and yeah, I know it's a bit hard to discern all those details at the moment, but we'll get him primed up, and hopefully it's a little bit more obvious. But how could you not want a giant monkey martial artist? It just, I don't know. Somebody told me they didn't want that. I'm afraid I'd slap them or something because it's just so wrong in every possible way. It just makes me sad. So yeah, but much like our mystic friend, he did have a couple of variations. There was like a bow staff, there was a glaive or something like that. But I thought that's very fitting for him to be fighting with traditional martial arts weapons. So I'll get this guy put together and we'll see how he turns out along with his mystic buddy. Okay, we got our Dragon Trapper's Lodge. Trappers, for lack of a better word, all finished up here. And with a nice prime job, they turned out really nice, despite my printer being as obnoxious as it is. The details are pretty easy to discern. I'm not a great painter by any stretch of the imagination, but I think there's enough there that I can pull it off and make it work quite nicely, despite my poor attempts heretofore. There is our warrior orangutan monk, and then our mystic master here. Despite his print fails and the fact that I'm still totally going to paint him up like Netero from Hunter x Hunter, and you can see just all those pockmarks. Ugh. Oh well. It's going to work, and I think from a distance even more so, it's not going to make a huge impact on much of the tabletop. And that's the cool thing. Dragon Trapper's Lodge really does make some fun and interesting sculpts, and that's on a month-to-month basis. They've had some, especially since they've really kind of exploded in terms of popularity and subscribers, they've added even more and more to their monthly assortments, and they come up with all kinds of fun and interesting critters and things that deserve some trapping. So, by all means, do take a look. I do have at least one painted model from them. I know I've shown him off before. I actually have a few on my table in various stages of finishing. Maybe someday we'll see them painted here, hopefully soon. But, obviously size-wise, they all stack up pretty nicely. Grabbing a few other models just to give you guys a good indication. Our good old witch hunter friend here. A human deep cuts model. Frostgrave human. Now, keep in mind, the bases can be an issue, so if you want to put them on bigger things, that's always going to work. Let's see what else we have. Got a human printed from Titanforge. I know I've shown him off before. Here we have a... Yeah, it's still not much of a difference. I think for most modern human-sized models, I think you're not going to have really any issue intermingling them whatsoever. I think they're going to fit in quite well with a variety, especially if you don't, tinker with the settings. And if you do, by all means, we should grab our Artisan Guild Huntress there. The 3D models all hang out together. Again, he's on a bit higher base as well. But I think for just typical human-sized models. Really, they're going to fit right in. And they continue to impress me with the variety that they have included in their monthly releases, like I said before. So do take a look. There is some fun stuff available, and hopefully something there that tickles your fancy just as much as mine. With that said, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here soon. Bye-bye.